Okay, where we go. Hey John, how are we? Microvision moving up. Power moving up. Hey John. I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Thanks for asking. How's yourself, buddy? What just happened there? That's not right. Ovi. Yeah, that's not right. 32%, it says over 15 minutes. That's not right. So let's go back to plug. Good to hear it, John. Good to hear it. Morning cast. Oil. Nice one. No, that's good. Putting a winning streak together. Just know that winning streaks do end. So just make sure when your winning streak does end that you don't give it all back. When you find out it's not your day, just walk away and come back another day. Make sure your red days are smaller than your green days. Hey Calvus, good to see you again, buddy. Yeah, absolutely. It's been, to be fair, this has been moving quite a bit this last while as we trade group. 20-cent spreads, 30-cent spreads even. Very volatile. Why it's moving? You tell me. Dollar spreads in some cases. Well, it's not at the minute. It's like 20 cents at the moment. The range is 60 cents. Average true range is 60 cents on this at the moment. So there's opportunity. If it gets over 12, could be of interest. Let's have a look at this. Looking at plug. Applied UV is probably the top gapper at the moment. This one's up like 35% at the moment. Is we trade. It's never a huge volume. I've got to just caveat that with we trade. Never huge volume, but it is higher than average already. Normally it does about an average volume on we trade about 100,000 shares a day. It's a 500,000 float, Calvus, absolutely micro float, 500,000 in the float, but it normally does about a fifth of that recycled in each day. So the fact that it's currently, what are we here, 150,000 shares traded so far, most of that in the last 5 minutes. Morning, Neith. And I'm watching Plug Power. I'm watching We Trade, even though the spreads are ridiculous. At the moment, they're not too bad. They're like 14 cents. So it's 15, 20 cents at the moment. Might get a bounce here on the VWAP. Is there leverage on this? I don't even know if I've got leverage on this. No, there's no leverage on this, so I won't be trading it on the small account. Yeah, they've launched a large-scale language processing model, which is to increase product applications in the field of artificial intelligence, AI. So it's another AI catalyst, jumping on the AI bandwagon. That's why it's moving up. It's, as I say, 500,000 in the flow. Kind of negligible short interest. Sorry, almost doubled its got almost double relative volume, but it's pulling back below the VWAP now, so just be careful with this potential pop and drop. If it gets over $12, yeah, might be of interest, but it potentially could be a pop and drop. And there is, from what I'm being told, there is an active shelf. Let me just have a quick look at the, and I see an active shelf. Lots of Form 8s. I'm not seeing it. I'll have to go to Edgar to find out, because I'm looking at the filings up until, well, for this year. I'll have to go to 2022. I can't see any shelf this year. Let me just pop over to Edgar quickly. Wet G. No, I'm not seeing. There's 122 entries here, but I'm not seeing any shelf. S3. There's an S3 from September last year. And it came into effect. So it's a shelf from September last year. I think that's been played out, hasn't it? Yeah, maybe not. But they do have a shelf from September last year, according to Edgar. Yeah, they'll hit the market with an offering. They, of course they're going to do. The question is there an opportunity to make some money off it before that happens? The PPI, no real change. It's very similar to the CPI yesterday. If you're looking at for the PPI data, core PPI was year over year for May, 2.8 versus a 2.9 estimate, which is slightly lower. The month over month for May was pretty much on point. It was 0.2% versus the estimate of 0.2%, and the month before was 0.2%. So year over year it's coming down, but month over month it's pretty static. So that was the PPI. So yeah, year over year coming down, month over month not so much. Not really seeing much in terms of movements with that. Let's look at the actual action that causes. Where's the SPY? Here we go. So here's the market. Numbers dropped, pretty much static. So we probably see a little bit of a delayed reaction come the bell and a bit of a rally, but I can't see any big movement. Maybe we can see a bit of a pullback today because we've had 4 consecutive days of bullish action on the daily. So the markets have been very bullish this last 4 days. I'm thinking we're due a bit of a pullback because they've been very bullish this last week. So I think we're due a little bit of a pullback. We'll see what happens. Asset entities, will it squeeze today? What makes you think it, first and foremost, Heidi, what makes you think it's going to squeeze today? Let's pull it up on the chart so we can actually take a look. Right now, the volume's not great. It is moving up slightly, but the volume's not great. It does have a catalyst today. It gets a hole-in-one reaching pivotal agreement with Championship golfer Bryson DeChambeau on the heels of announcement of the PGA/LIV merger. So it is a catalyst. But I mean, this popped up there. When would it have been? Monday. This popped up big on Monday pre-market, sold off the whole day after the bell. Had a little pop yesterday, a bit of a dead cat bounce. Looking like doing a similar kind of thing today. It went up to 340 on Monday, but it's 240 yesterday. What makes you think it's going to squeeze today? I'm kind of at a loss. So yeah, it's ACE in terms of PPI report, kind of market behaving indifferent to it, really, not really bothered. So to go to next, and I'm moving up on low volume. Next decade. Yes, they can, Heidi. That's what a catalyst is. You know, that's what we look for on a daily basis, is the catalyst. So if you've got a good newsworthy catalyst, and not something that kind of mediocre one, you know, if you're saying to me, yeah, such and such a stock might squeeze today because it's got FDA approval, or it's got, you know, have you seen the clinical trials results of the phase 2 clinical trials on X stock? It might squeeze today. Have you seen the short interest on such and such a stock, and it's got a catalyst that's a positive catalyst? It might squeeze today. That I can understand, but just because you've got a feeling in your bones, you know, ASST might squeeze today. Why? What makes you think that? I'm not saying it won't. I'm just trying to understand why you would think that. Yeah, but a bit of a pullback from. It's only 20 cents. I wouldn't really call it a flush. Plug power. I wouldn't exactly call it a flush. It's only 20 cents. But yeah, I mean, it's pulling back a little bit. I was watching it for the break of 12. It broke 12, but didn't look comfortable up there, so I didn't enter. I was looking at that on the small account, which we've not traded yet. Next. BWV is kind of ranging sideways, just under $2, so that could be of interest. Next, moving up, but it's just not on good volume. You know what? I kind of agree with you there, Cast. Is if you're looking at a stock and it's got a good catalyst, it's moving up, but there's just something about it that doesn't sit right with you. It's meeting all the criteria of a plan for you in terms of your strategy, but there's just something in your waters that's saying, don't trust it, then don't trust it. Move on. There'll be something else. Trust your instincts. Usually there's a reason for it. Totally agree with that, Cast. Yeah, it's just sideways at the moment, BMV. BWV, some BMV. Why is it not pulling up a chart? There you go. So BWV just sideways at the moment. It's ranging sideways across the VWAP. And if it gets over $2, I might be interested. Anything less than that, probably not. Now, Plug Power could be interesting now because Plug Power is looking to bounce on the VWAP. Pull back a nice 25 cents from the highs. I've got a headache. Just a minute. I need to get some paracetamol. Headache. Plug Power down here at the VWAP could be interesting for maybe another move back up, but I'm not overly enriched with that. High risk stock with We Trade Group. Spreads are now kind of 15-20 cents ish. It is moving quickly. Is it going to break a new high? Is it going to get over that magic $12? So going back to what I was saying earlier about trust your instincts. I don't trust this stock. We Trade, I don't trust this at all at the moment. It's over 12, I might change my mind. Right now, I don't trust it. And as far as I can see, blue skies above 12. The blue skies where we're at right now. So current high of day 1198. Yeah, there's no leverage on this one, so which is why I'm not even looking at it for the small account. But I'm reluctant to take a position with the larger account until it's broke 12 and held. So we're still below 12 right now. Oh, we're above 12 on the bid and the ask, so that's okay. Now we'll look to test 12 as support and then look for an opportunity. Oh, And we get filled. No, yeah, we got filled. Pre-market's it's a lot harder to get filled pre-market because you have to use limit orders. You can't just market in and out pre-market. You have to use limit orders. I'll add to this position if it holds or it gets over 13 and holds. Or I'll cut the position at 12. Why? And why am I looking at those milestones? It's 50 cents either way. And I'm looking at a stock with a 57 cents average true range right now. 15 cents, between 15 and 20 cents on the spreads. Yeah, it's a volatile one, I'll give it that much. Alright, 56. Very, very rangy. Other side. Fucking 500 quid on that first little pop. Nice 20 cents. Alright, I'm gonna break above 13 on this move. A little caution. High of day is oh, we're just over 13 now. Oh, exciting. It needs to hold over 13, that's the question, can it? Yeah, there's potential on here, that's for sure. Looking for the break over the $250 now. Just 30. Almost got it. So we broke over, we got the pop over the $250 just. The high of day is 13.30. It didn't hold. So it needs to hold the whole dollar of 13, retest that quarter of dollar, maybe curl up, see if we can get 13.50 on this. This is not about being, it's not about being bravecast, it's catching the breakouts, and then you get that little cushion, and then you can afford to be take a little bit more risk because you've got the cushion. $19.20, there we go. It's going to be a little bit while to get filled here on these. Well, the $0.50, we're going to meet some resistance at the $0.50, so now if it breaks below 13, I will get out for the rest. Oh, not a bad start to the day so far. Can we break that $0.50? Current high of day is 13.50. We need to break the $0.50, a little bit of a pop, hit the 3/4, and then test the half as support. $13 is my exit. It pulls all the way back. Why? Well, that's kind of the first candle to make a new low now. Was $13, is $13 because of the that last green candle there is the bottom of that is about $13, it looks like. Eyeballing it. 13.01 actually. So any kind of new low, and we're out of this. Morning, buy the dip. Oh, 13.07 is now my exit. Now my stop. That's the low of that red candle. Morning, yes, factory. Yes, this is the US stock market. This is the NYSE. I'm trading the NYSE and the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, and the NASDAQ. So yeah. Opinions on the Fed pausing. I think I'd be very surprised if they don't. We'll find out at 2:30. Well, we'll find out at 2 o'clock this afternoon, 2 p.m. The conference is at 2:30. But the news will drop at 2 o'clock, so I've actually got someone coming round then, so I'll probably miss that. Well, first candle breaks a new low, we exit. There we go, that's it. Next daily resistance. I'm not seeing anything on the daily this year. Where are you going back? Where are you going back to, Calvus? Well, if they've been I wouldn't say they've been going nuts, but they've been moving up. But then the market's been moving up in that time as well. So, yeah, I mean they've had a good moment, Mongo. So we're 3,700 up. That's our starting position on the day. All right, now I'm kind of getting a little bit antsy with this. I don't want to start giving it back. I've got a whole dollar on that move. Yeah, so we got in, yeah, a good dollar on it. Got it at 12.50. I had it kind of just under 13.50. No, I haven't, Chris. But you want me to take a look for you? So, Virios Therapeutics, it's up 6.5% with no volume whatsoever. So if you're holding Virios, then that's up to you. But if you're holding bags with it, it's less than 60,000 shares traded today in total. Like a little over 200 trades in total. So yeah, nobody's trading Virios. There's no opportunity for a day trade there right now. That's all Virios Therapeutics. So Sonic Biotherapeutics, similar sort of situation. This is 60 cents. It's 5% up. When you're talking a sub-dollar stock and you're talking less than double digits in terms of the volatility, no opportunity. But the fact that there's got no volume, 89,000 shares traded today. Neither of those are of interest for a day trade at all. Sorry about that. Are you back in, Daryl? Well, I'm looking for an entry. I missed the entry there at 13.50, so that would have been a good entry. New high of day. But now we're up at 14.50, so I missed a whole dollar move there. I got in a little bit premature there. Got in at 14.50. I was looking for the break of 14.50, but a little bit premature. Let's see. For the curl up to 15. Go. No, retesting. Broke it up. Yeah, let's add to the position for the break up and the curl up. Onto new high of day. Currently high of day 68. So we're looking for $0.75. Just a little bit of a pullback. I might have added instead of taking profits, but hey, look, it is what it is. I'd like to see a curl up to 15 here. Very volatile, rangy stock. 42 cents on the average true range at the moment, plus change. 44 cents on the average true range. So just bear that in mind. The spreads are tight right at this moment in time, but they are rangy. Just tried to add then, and I've just realised I've got no more buy. I don't have enough buying power because there's no leverage on it. So I'll have to make do with what it is. I'm kind of all in on this one. Right, can we get past the $0.75? There we go. That's on the ask. Let's get it on the. There we go. Take some off just before $15. Well, we didn't have any resistance at 15, so that'll do. $1/2. 14.50 is my exit now. Wow, 50 cent spreads. I went up to like 15.75 on the ask, but the bid only went up to 15.25, so 50 cent spread there. Nice to get another couple of A on nets. That's brilliant. I love that hotkey. There we go. That's how you get over goal on the day. Just getting out before 16. I expect a little bit of a resistance at 16. I might be wrong. Morning, Daryl. So we're over goal on the main account. Not bad start to the day. It's not even that's before the market opens. Can't grumble at that start. I've got a hotkey that will buy however many shares and then sell them same shares at effectively at the same price. So if I've got like 1,000 shares, I can buy 1,000 and sell 1,000 at the same price, effectively moving my stock, maintain the same share size, but it moves my average cost up. So it's just locking in 50% of the profits. It's a great hotkey to have. And then we got up to kind of 16 and a half now. This ain't looking too appetizing. So let it pull back. Break over 16 now. Well, there you go. I was expecting a pullback, got it. Now the break over 16. I'm over gold, so I'm sizing down now, guys. High day 32. It is today at 2 p.m. there, the interest rate, the Fed interest rate hike, 2 p.m. The FOMC conference is at 2:30, so 30 minutes later. I've already had the PPA data drop. No real. We're getting a bit of a pullback now, actually, on the market. I can't believe it got filled at 1670, which is right at the high of day. The reason it's high of day because of my bloody transaction, my fill. That's just typical. No, I think you'll see a pause today. I'm very surprised if they raise it personally. I don't think there's definitely not going to be a cut, but I just think you're going to see a pause. Over $17. This might run. This could see 20 today, possibly. First candle breaks a new low, which is currently 16.13. I'm giving this 70 cents. Almost didn't get out of that. Yeah, so I was just risking a small amount there just in case we got exactly that, a pullback at 17. Still over gold, still green, still happy, still good start to the day. You made weekly on this one, Vols. Good man yourself. You must have been quite aggressive with it, buddy. I was reluctant to. Well, I say reluctant. I wasn't reluctant. I couldn't take as much as I wanted to in the end. I was going to add to the position and quickly found out I was up to my max. Yeah, well, it's the second pullback on the 5. So second red on the 5. It's due a bit of consolidation. Maybe get 3 or 4 red candles here on the 1 minute. It's due a bit of consolidation. Maybe pull back to $15.50, $15, something like that, before a continuation. I might be wrong. It could just continue. We might not even get a red candle on the 5. We've got 3 minutes to go in the formation of this 5 minute candle. So. It's usually the second pullback that I find the most profitable. That's the best way to do it, Calvus. You just size down. When it's volatile like that, size down, manage your risk. You did nothing wrong there playing with half share size. That's probably the best thing to do. I mean, I think the maximum I was in for was 5,000, and you've seen me, certainly of late, being extremely aggressive, like 20, 25,000 shares, but not on this yoke. The fact that I didn't have the leverage to take that size helped. You know, it kind of enforces the discipline, but nice one, Vols. That's a great trade. Lock it down. Either move to the simulator or walk away, buddy. Don't walk away. Stick around. Watch the stream. But lock it down though. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better today, Alistair. I've still got the cough, but that takes a while, doesn't it? But other than that, I'm feeling much better. I've got a barbecue no, that's tomorrow evening. Hey, Gregster. Did you catch this one, Alistair? Nice move from $11. A $5 move. Why am I only 5k in when it's moved $5? $6, $7 from kind of $10 up. Well, $8.50 if you look at yesterday's closing price. So we're looking at so $8.50. I got AI yet. That's what took me. I got quite a bit on AI. I got like 9,000 on AI. So I finished up 10,000 yesterday overall. So I had 230 on the small account, and then just under 10,000 on the main account. So yeah, AI was the way it popped yesterday. AI. Yeah, plug the range on plug is not great. Excuse me. Oh. What about that, Daryl? Oh no, the drawdown's close. Oh yeah, no, I've got 7K to cover from the drawdown. So another 1,500 today, and we'll have cleared the drawdown. We're still down 7.5K before today, but after yesterday, 7.5K is the size of the drawdown. So we're 6,000 up. That gives me 1,500 to clear the drawdown. Nice little pullback here on the 5. So 1654 is the high of that red candle on the 5. I don't know. Plug's got potential. I mean, over 1190 might move up to 12. It's just not very volatile. Plug power. It's moving up, but it's not moving up at any rate of knots. I was watching Return of the Jedi, not Return of the Empire Strikes Back the other night, actually. Why is that relevant, Tony? You've just gone off way at a strange tangent. What has you watching Empire Strikes Back got to do with the stock market? Well, I just seen the Hoth hitting the scanners, and Empire Strikes Back starts on the ice world of Hoth. So that's the tenuous link that I made. Yeah, it's not moving up on any kind of volume, so I'll stay away from that. No trades on the small account yet. So plug up 9% on the day, but the range is like 3 cents. The average true range is 3 cents. You really want to be getting something with an ATR on the 1 minute. It's like 10. It's at least double figures. It's 10 cents or better. That way, you know you've got a good chance of making at least 10 cents on it. That's kind of the volatility I look for. Now, I'm not saying you can't trade plug if it's trending. You take a trade and hold it for 15-20 minutes and it's moving up. Then great. But I like instant gratification. Much to the disappointment of my fiance, I like instant gratification. Yeah, if I'm getting a break, if I'm getting into something I want to break it, and I want something that's either going to got the potential to move that 10 cents within a matter of minutes. Now we're approaching the new high of day at $17. Approaching it. Talk about smashing it. I watched it in the cinema actually, Daryl. June. It's a trilogy. I read the books many years ago. I watched the original movie and it was crap because I'd read the books. Is the NASDAQ 100 going to drop more? I don't think it's going to drop. I think today we're probably going to be waiting. It's going to be very choppy sideways day today while we're waiting for the Fed decision. And then when the Fed conference, when we get the rate decision at 2 o'clock, then you'll see some movement. But up until then, I think you're going to see a lot of the institutional buying is probably going to be on pause. People are just going to be waiting for that rate hike decision. That's a good fill, actually. I'm just trading. I'm over gold, so I'm trading it, but I'm trading it smaller, much smaller. This candle turns red, I will exit. Low of 86, 1786. That is my exit. So I'm giving it 20 cents, risking 200 bucks ish. I think there's room. There's potential to 25. I don't think. I'd be very surprised if it gets there before the bell, though. Got 8 minutes, and I don't really want to be holding this at the bell. Not unless I've got a nice cushion. Of $18 on this candle. Or anything under $18 and I'm gone. $0.70 average true range on this, so you've got to factor that in with your stops as well now. This is over. I don't mind holding this at $19 and above into the bell. Only got 1,000 shares, but volatility on this, that could mean quite a bit. I remember only having 250 shares of Top Financial just a couple of weeks ago, and that made me over 20k. You think, Alistair? Yes, it was like a literal penny stock there a few weeks ago. Did a reverse split. Don't forget to take profits as you go, guys. Locking a little bit more. Not increasing my risk in terms of the exposure. I'm just keeping $19 is $19.50 is where I'll get out. Yeah. 5 minutes to the open. $19.50 my stop now. Ish. Savage. First candle breaks a new law. Remember that philosophy. Right, okay, so no more trading before well spotted, Calvus. I hadn't even made that connection until you just did it then. So that's the drawdown cleared for the day. For the week, for the month. We're profitable in June. We were actually with 2K profitable in June. As of yesterday. So we're okay with that. So we're green on the week, we're green on the day, we're green on the month. That's all good. All good. No more trading before the bell. So we've got 3 minutes to the bell. We'll see what happens. This could explode out of the blocks, by the way. This looks very volatile. So just if volatility is if you want to trade it smaller. But if volatility is something that scares you, just trade smaller. Or don't trade it. Just look for something that's a bit more passive. This could move, literally could move like $3 or $4 in a 1 minute candle. That's the kind of volatility we've got on this one right now. It's over $1 now, $1.10 on the average true range. So this is going mental right now, and I'm tempted. FOMO's kicking in for me right now. I'm tempted to get in for the break of 22, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait till the bell now. Get in, get green, get to gold, get out. You know. So I'm even going to switch that up. That looked like a bit of a liquidity grab, actually. It'll be rejected before 22, so 21.82. High of day, so let's see. Pull back to 19. I'd like a little bit of a pullback in this next minute or so. Maybe come back to 18, 17.50, something like that. What was the last support level? $18? Yeah. Ish. Kind of that $18 range. But pull back to that $18. And it's then not so extended as the bell rings. But look, that's all you need, Calvus. What stock is this? This is We Trade Group. WETG is the ticker. It's We Trade Group, Victor. Yeah, well, you're right to do so, Alistair. Good man. Nice bit of profit. I don't know what's that kind of share size, but I'd say that's a good. That takes you a good way to your goal there, Alistair. I'm going to change the scanners over because, well, we've only got 20 seconds to the bell, so let's see what the market gives us. I've still not traded the small account, so I'm still waiting for an opportunity for the small account. We trade, there's no leverage. It's too expensive for the small account without leverage. So this is probably going to go up into a halt. Yeah, $22 halt. There you go, there's your halt. Ooh, plug power, vomiting at the open. Oof. Just looking what else is moving. Let me just get the my scanners ready for this. Actually, let's go back to WeTrade Group and see what it's looking likely to resume at 22. So it's looked like a flat resumption right now. Possible gap down, but it looks like a flat resumption. So just be careful. Another level one saying 24, but I've got the resumption on the imbalance at 22, so kind of flat. Oh, IVA. Vomiting, plug power vomiting, next vomiting. A lot of the early movers, a lot of the early gappers, this morning's early gappers, just not. The SPY pulling back as well. A lot of these early gappers just not holding. And this is short. Well, how many shares can I short on this? As many as I want. 1 million shares available. Tempted to look at this for a short. I'll wait for 11.20. A new low. If it breaks that pre-market low, which is pre-market low or 11.07, I think. That'll be my cue to short on plug power. GCT looks like it's making a bit of a move. Bigger cloud tech. What's the spreads on this? 8 cents. 929 halt level. Well, let's have a look. What G? Yeah, 22.15 now I've got as a resumption level. So this should resume in about 20 seconds. Yeah, I've changed the scanners over to the regular session, Jack, yeah. So this should resume in about 20 seconds. Well, like 15 seconds. Unless it's a 10-minute halt. So 22.30 is what I've got now as a resumption. There's the resumption. Just pull back. 22.66 it opened at. Straight into a flush downwards. That's a $2 flush. That's a nasty one. Absolutely. $2 flush. I hope if anyone was holding it into that halt that they had stops in place. The volatility, the microfloats, volatility on microfloats is why we trade them. So that looks like it's going to gap up slightly. $21. Oh, I was looking for that. I was looking for that break there as well. 880. Nice 30-cent move there. Been nice. GCT now 22% up on the day. Looking for the retake of $9. There's no leverage on it. Oh, GCT. No, there's not. Here's me waiting to take a position on the small account. There's no leverage. I'll give that a miss then. It is a bit choppy. It is a bit choppy. Yeah, can't trade that either. There's a lot of chop going on at the moment. Oh, Lee Auto's breaking highs there. Wow. Lee Auto's really motoring. Is there an entry on this one? 7%. Yeah, traffic light moves. I like that. I'm considering buying the dip there, but no. Broke lows, so I'll wait. Varna moving up next. Is a bit choppy. There's movement today. There's volatility today, guys. There's certainly going to be opportunities. Definitely opportunities today. And we get a new high. Free trade. I like these free trades. Yeah, it's next breaking out to test $7. A nice free trade here. I've got a 20-cent trailing stop in place. The average true range is 24 cents. So that should be okay there. It is quite rangy though. Spreads are negligible on the autos. It is quite a liquid stock. So next is absolutely motoring. Let's have a look at next. I've got the stop in place. I'll come back to the autos in a moment. But look, we're testing $7 here on next decade corps. It was a bit choppy to start off with, but now the volumes come in and it's motoring, testing $7. So, and we trade. Yeah, this is gapping down quite substantially, gapping down to kind of 1830s at the moment. So it's just over $18. So this is going to be another $2 gap down. So if you're in it, ouch. Imagine getting in at the open there for this move into the halt at 22, and whilst it gapped up at flush down, no chance to get out, and then it's going to gap down again. So, ouch. SoFi Technology is $10 at the moment, just over $10. Apparently, this is a free trade. This is nice. I like this. This is what's known as relaxed trading. Don't have to worry about it. Now, basically, my stop is going to get me out. First candle breaks a new low here. There we go. That's a nice $900 trade. Very relaxed. Happy days. Can't complain about that. Let's have a look at WeTrade Group. So this should resume in 2 minutes. It's looking like a $2 gap down. ASST back above the $2, back above the VWAP. Well, testing the VWAP as we speak. Still not traded the small account yet. This is short sale restriction as well. Why would this? Oh yeah, two consecutive red days. That's why it's short sale restriction. There's leverage on it though. Because it just broke the pre-market highs. It shows the resumption. It doesn't show the gap date. It shows the resumption on the montage there, Daryl. Depends on it depends on what platform you're looking at. But on Dash Trader, it's on the montage where it shows the halt time. There's some spreads on this. There we go. We're trailing stopping for the remaining. Oh, gap down and selling off again. I'll put a trailing stop in. This is a small account, so 50 bucks on the first trade on the small account, not bad. A free trade. So basically, what I mean by a free trade is that I'm in there now, and I will get stopped out at more than break even. It means it's not going to cost me for that trade now. So whatever it plans out now, I've got a stop in place, and even if it pulls back all the way, I've made profit. So it's a free trade. Doesn't cost me anything. I can check Lucid, no problem at all. Lucid, yeah, barcoding in the range. It's the same, the pre-market range. It's barcode. There's no volume. Well, there's actually volume, but there's just no range. Like 3.5 cents. Not great. It's just sideways, choppy, doing nothing. Lucid at the moment. It's yeah, I wouldn't get excited about Lucid right now. We're in on next, break of the $0.50. I'm looking for 760. Just pull back. Didn't expect a pullback at the $0.50. I expected a break. The test of 760s, maybe 770, but we'll see. If it keeps pulling back, we'll just exit. Simple. You know, we trade group continues to pull back to $18-ish. Yeah, $17 is where the VWAP's there, thereabouts. There we go. Going back to what I was saying earlier, it's a free trade. So I just made $45 or whatever it was on that. It pulls all the way back, stops me out. It stops me out for break even. 500 shares still in. It's all about base hits. You don't want to be swinging for the fences with every trade. It's great if you get a home run, but if there you go, it stopped out. So it's great if you get a home run. I ended up losing a little bit on that second half, but if you get a home run, great. If you don't, it's about the base hits. I have this candle currently 83. I'm at 770, so we're 10 cents down. We've got a 22 cent, 23 cent average true range on this. My average is 770. Which is 769 is the high of this candle, so we need nice green candles all the way now. You smashed gold. Nice one, Alistair. Good stuff. Well done. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I think I've got to get. I had a root canal the other week, and it's still not right. So I think I might have to have one taken out as well. Victor. Oh, sorry, Daryl. There we go. No, I've got stopped out. I need to put a 20-cent trailing stop in that instead of a 10. Maybe that's why. But we're getting a bit of a double top there. So look, $117 to get the goal today is 190 or 200 bucks. Get 200 bucks today. We're not too far off. Don't like that double top though, so we'll come back to that. Get if we fill that wick, the devil horns, we can come back to that. Pulling 40 cents out of the market, absolutely. So Brandon, good luck, man. If you can pull 40 cents out of the market on a daily basis, you can be quids in. Where did I get in here? 720 up to 780. So, granted, I've only made 120 bucks so far. But look, we're over goal on the main account. It's just the small account now. We've got 100 bucks to go. And what's moving now? This is kind of the momentum stock of the moment. $9 on next, Gregster. I'll take that. Over $0.75 could be worth another entry. We'll see. It's no worries for it. The reversal indicators, always worth paying attention to them. Almost. Yeah, I mean, you've got the devil horns there, but you've also potentially got a bit of a head and shoulders as well. So 775 is kind of the level I'm looking for the move back up. Unless it gets over the $0.75 level, it might be a little bit exhausted, this one. Pull back to the VWAP might, and a bounce might be okay for it. Wet G. So we trade group. Now it's going to try and fill this gap to 2050. Alt level at 1982. $20.28 now is the alt level, so it should fill that gap to 2050. There you go. Fill that gap. Pretty much. This should halt and then gap up. Hey Flip Jug, how you getting on? There you go. So it's going to gap up to 21. Told you that. Well, 2070, 2039, 2028. It's looking like a level resumption. It probably will gap up, but right now it's looking like a level resumption. So that's another halt on We Trade Group, which is due to resume just after 10 a.m. So like 10:04, just before 10:04. Let's go back to the small account challenge, where we're $120 up. We're looking for 200 today. That's the goal for today. Russell Biotech. I don't like that pattern at all. No. No, it's not on short sale restrictions. They're but Joe. Well, geez, not on short sale restriction at all. Why digital? Curling up. It's not on great volume. Next is absolutely going vomiting there. Bro, it's back below that that pre-market. And I did say it looks very head and shoulders here. So maybe we got out at the top there. We'll see if it can hold 7, which is pretty much where it needs to hold, which is the support here on that shoulder, and then get back up over 750. It needs to hold $7. Now, next has short sale restriction, but it is shortable. See, plenty. It's easy to borrow, but it's on short sale restriction. So if you want to short that, you have to take a sales position above the bid, and then move your bid in line with it. No. Right, Visa looking like it's trying to move back up. Okay. Yeah, wet G. Alt it to the downside now. Volatile. I'll give it that. Now it found support at $17, so I've been looking. I mean, this is looking like a 1658 resumption, so we're looking at the resuming down here. So that VWAP bounce ain't going to happen. $17 whole dollar support where it found it before ain't going to happen. If it gaps down below that, you might get a bit of a bounce, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh, guys, kind of struggling now. Oh, hang on a minute. GREE. Visa's moving up. GREE. Yeah, I don't like that. Do not like that at all. But that's the top momentum stock that just popped up over the last 15 minutes. That's let's look at the markets though, guys. My goodness, my two triple Qs are printing. They really are. Got to be happy with those. But look at the market. It's brought a pre-market high. It's up there. It's kind of 438-ish. Testing 438. Looking very bullish again. So this will be what, day 5. Don't expect that there won't be some, you know, significant fluctuations across the course of today. So we've got the FOMC minutes and then the FOMC conference later. We've got the Fed rate hike decision later as well. So just what my advice to you is, don't trade between 2 and 3 o'clock. Take a break between 2 and 3 o'clock. Let the market plateau out. Unless you want to trade that volatility, which is great. If you want to trade that volatility and take advantage of it, you know, be my guest. I mean, I'm not a financial advisor. You do you, boo-boo. I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. So, yeah. Yeah, AXA. Well, it's plateauing at the moment. Kind of coiling up 8150 level. It's coiling up there. So we're getting what's known as a flat top, ascending wedge into a flat top, which typically breaks upwards, which is a nice bullish pattern. I like trading these kind of, but this is a much more expensive stock. Is there leverage on this? Yeah, it's okay. I've got leverage if I wanted to trade it. The volume's not great though, so I would be careful with the volume. Spreads 30 cents. Well, you kind of expect that with an $80 stock. That's not you know, that's not really a big issue. Right, and the range. But what I would say is, when you've got a spread of 30 cents, you want the range to be at least 60 on the 1 minute, and at the moment it's 56. So you want the average true range for momentum trading. You want the average true range to be at least 2 times the spread, and in terms of reducing the overall risk of the price action. So at the moment, this isn't the case. So if the spread's narrow, then maybe it could be worth taking a position over at 8150. But at the moment, 58 cents on the spreads. 31 cents on the 31 cents on the spreads, 58 on the average, 53 on the average true range. Probably not the best option. And it does. You're absolutely right, Calvus. It is extended on the 5 minute, but it is flat topping at 850. It is a very nice bullish pattern, and a nice entry potentially. As this pulls, if it pulls back again, buy in at 81. Or close to. There we go. They're finally breaking out. You should get 82.50 on this. Stalled at 82. Current high of day is 82. Bank that green day. Absolutely, Alistair. Bank it. Get it locked in. Microvision. Let me have a look at Microvision. Would I trade Microvision? If an opportunity arises, maybe. It's below the VWAP, it's below the pre-market lows. So if I was trading Microvision, it would probably be to the short side today, and it's on short sale restriction. So that's the problem with Microvision. Is it's had May was amazing for Microvision. Let's look at this on the daily, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, if you look at this on the daily, so from the beginning of May, it was just bullish mentality all the way. You've got these daily devil horns, and it's vomited since. So you got the devil horns on the daily. Now, these patterns that I'm talking about, they're relevant regardless of the time frame. You've got the devil horns up there, so you know when you're up there at kind of 750, this is dangerous on the daily, and you can see that it's pulling back. So would I trade this today? To the long side, probably not. You look at this is the pre-market low at 530. The VWAP's up here at 518, 519. It's even below the 9 EMA. Well, it's pretty much on the 9 EMA. It's excuse me. It's on the 9 EMA. So this is looking weak right now. If I was trading it, it would be to the short side, but it's on short sale restriction, which makes it even more difficult. Whilst it's easy to borrow, it's on short sale restriction, makes it even more difficult to trade it. So that's my opinion anyway, Clapty. Not financial advice, just the opinions of a fat guy on the internet. I'm not seeing anything else setting up at the moment, Calvis. It's about being patient. Well, it's WeTrade Group is now looking. It's going to gap down pretty much to where the I'm looking at a 1737 resumption, so it's under 1750. It did find support at $17 previously. You've got the VWAP there, so over 22, I can't see it. I can't see it getting back over those pre-market. It might do. It's looking weak at the moment, though. Yes, they do. So the 424 is the trader one. The 424 is the prospectus. So in order to be able to go to market, they need the Form S. So it's either an S1, in which case all the shares are being issued at once, or an S3 where they can actually go to market and issue the shares when they want to. So those are the two forms that you want. S1 is those are the two offerings that you want to watch out for. There are other Form S's that you can do, but usually they're not really good. They're either employee benefits, so it's a prospectus releasing shares as part of the employee benefits package, or they might be looking at a private equity placement for shares. So they would also have different Form S's that are not going to result in an offering to the market. Oh, what was I looking for? I was looking for next. That was... It looked like it was starting to curl back up and retest that pre-market high again, 720. So WetG just resumed. WeTrade broke 17. looking to bounce on the VWAP here. It's got a big gap to fill up towards 1840-ish, but it's looking a bit weak for me. Well, if you're taking his personal financial advice, Klaatu, don't sue me. Just remember that. We do have some IPOs due. There's only one priced at the moment. We've got some IPOs due to launch today. So we've got, this is the only one so far that's been priced. And it's been priced at $10. So this should start trading in the next hour, I would reckon. But that's the only thing I'm seeing today. In terms of IPO at the moment, there's two others. So CISS and MSS are two other tickers for IPOs that are due to launch today, but haven't yet been priced. We've got $100 to make, well, less than. Patience is what, having enough patience to wait for the right setup, Neath, is going to be a big difference between consistent profitability and frustration. Back over 1750 might be of interest if we get that bounce at 16. Potential W formation on the 1 minute. I don't know. We'll see. Nvidia breaking highs. Look at that. Nvidia. You've got to love it. You've got to love it. So we've had 419.38 is the all-time high for Nvidia. So we've got two more dollars, and it's new all-time highs for Nvidia. Yeah, I traded IVA first thing. I made 1,500 on it, pre-market plateau, but there's no trade at the moment on IVA. To the long side, at least. It's at 456. In fact, everything in my long-term hold is coming good. So I can't grumble at that. My TQQQ investment is better than what it was getting in the crypto space. So a couple of weeks ago, I cashed it over the course of the last 2 months or so. I've cashed out all of my crypto for profit, with the exception of Cardano, which I cashed out for a loss. And I've taken that and put it into the TQQQs. Everything I had in crypto, I've put it into the TQQQs. Just after Nvidia popped, I put it into the TQQQs, and it's printing. It's absolutely printing. Would I ever short something like Nvidia from a day trading perspective? Yeah, absolutely, no problem. But long term, no, because I believe in Nvidia. I've got them in my portfolio for a reason. They're from an economic moat perspective, they're very strong. They're cash rich. They're playing in markets where they are considered market leaders. They're playing in markets which are growth markets. They're now getting into new markets like the AI space. And that's going to be a growth market. So for me, Nvidia's got a bright future, which is why I'm invested long term on it. So would I short it intraday? Yeah. Would I short it? Would I take puts? And if I'm looking to make a quick buck on let's say poor earnings show or something like that, yeah, maybe. But long term, no. Same with Amazon. I'm holding Amazon long term. Pepsi. When I was taking Pepsi, I was kind of half Pepsi, half Coke, and I didn't know which one to take because they're both much of a muchness in terms of the branding and what you get from them. So I ended up going with Pepsi. Well, if you look at Nvidia, the reason I got into Nvidia a couple of years ago was their GPUs, and more specifically was for the gaming industry. So esports and e-gaming, Nvidia, the chips for gaming, you find any gaming PC worth its salt and it's got Nvidia in there. And that's going to be a growth. That's going to continue to be a growth area because people are just going to be gaming and turning it into a profession, and mobile esports and stuff like that. It's big business. %30 up since I put my money in on the TQQs. Not a bad return on that one investment over a couple of weeks. Just kind of, what else is moving? Data if you're Australian, but data to everyone else. No margin on that IVA. I didn't bother when it was. I didn't bother earlier because it was $4 stock. I knew there was no margin. All right, what else can we get moving? Minerva. Yeah. Anybody seeing anything worth taking a oh, I wish I'd shorted plug now like I was going to. It's down at 11.05 now. I was thinking of shorting plug if it broke pre-market lows. Ah, it's at the pre-market lows. I can still do that. No, absolutely, Calvis. Absolutely. You're going to get, in terms of institutional investment, certainly you're going to get a lot of people just, keeping the powder dry until after the rate decision. On Roku, I certainly can check the short interest on Roku for you. Let's have a look at Roku right now. Roku is down slightly on the day, pretty even actually. Right. Short interest, it's just under 12%. Roku. So short float, 12.9 million short float against a 110 million float in free float. So yeah, it's about 12%. Is that a dead cat though? That's the question. This little bounce here to 11.25. Will it break $11? I'll tell you what I'll say about it. I can have a look. It's up a whopping 98% on the day, which means it's gone from a terribly low position of like 4 cents to 9 cents. So yeah, it popped up pre-market, went up to 11 cents. So if you managed to get that initial pop, great. You know, but then it pulled back all the way to 6 cents. So in terms of range, percentage-wise, you're looking at an average true range of like less than half a penny on these, which is why I don't trade them. 176 million shares traded. I mean, come on. 9 cents a share. Let's have a bit of context on that. Can you imagine the ECN charges you get hit if you tried to trade that with CMEG? You trade that with CMEG, and you'd have to take what, 10,000 shares at least. The ECN fees would just absolutely wipe out any kind of gain that you could make on it. The only way you can trade and make money on these is like the free commission brokers. You know, you buy in for maximum leverage at well, not leverage, but maximum position at like 7 cents. You get a 3 cent move, you sell it. As long as you're not getting hit with ECN fees and FINRA fees and SEC fees and stuff, anything that's charging you per share, you'd be okay. Well, that's on Benzinga. I can have a look at some other sources, Klaatu. Come on, guys. Let me into your secret. Where's the opportunity today? Reversal's back again. This is moved up nice. There's no volatility to it. It's moving up nice. Not great volume. So yeah, well, whatever. It just might be outdated there, Klaatu. Let me have a quick look at what Fintel are telling us. So Fintel, Roku. Yeah, short interest on Fintel says 10.5%. So it's somewhere between, it's about 11%. Somewhere between 10.5% and 12% is the short interest on Roku. Well, Fintel's telling me it's 10.5%. Benzinga's telling me it's 12%. So yeah. Help. Ooh, Kelsey Medica. This isn't an IPO, by the way. This has been. I've got. I think it's an upgrade to the NASDAQ from the. I've got trading history the whole year, but this is halted to the upside. Leverage too. Let's see. This halted a minute ago, so we've got plenty of time. Can come back to that. OV. So Applied UV had a good catalyst today, but then sold off. It popped up pre-market, went up to 280 pre-market, then sold off. It's kind of bounced on the pre-market lows though. Bounced on the yesterday's closing price as it happens. What was I basing my entries on? It was price action. It's price action. Totally just price action. So you've got to be bearing in mind you've got the so let's just go back to where we traded it. Why is my mouse not working? So I traded it pre-market. It was purely price action. We're looking for breakouts, move ups, key levels. 1750 was what I got in there. Took a little bit of profit, added back to move back up, pull back, move up, bouncing up on 1950. That one actually cost me a little bit, I think, at the end. Oh, I was already in that. That's how I rolled that up. I was just adding and taking back, so I rolled that up. So I was in from down here, and then I got out here as this broke a new low. So it was just price action. So getting out, either scaling in or scaling out when we're breaking key milestone levels. Yeah, I mean, initial entry would have been down here for the break of $13. Like. Right, G. Yeah, 1250 was my first entry. Break of the $0.50, bit of a pullback. So then I got in as it broke new highs on that kind of almost bull flag setup, taking profits, adding back for the break of 13. So 1320 was what I got filled there. And then just riding it up on key levels. Watch it back later. Price action. There's nothing beats price action. you can trade with as many indicators as you want, but nothing beats price action. Yeah, so key levels, support resistance levels that I spotted during the price action, psychological support resistance levels, of course. Was I reading the time and sales? Oh, always. So you're not going to get a breakout unless. So the way I look at the time and what I use time and sales for is when you get that increasing volume, you've reached a key level, you get that increasing volume, you want to see that increasing volume, the color that's coming, the predominant color that's coming through on the time and sales. So if the predominant color that's coming through in that volume is green, it means it's bullish action and you're likely to get that breakout. So when you get that breakout, it's a good opportunity to either add or enter at that stage. If what you're getting is kind of a mixed a mixed bunch of colors on the tape, white, red and green, then you might get faked out. You're more likely to get faked out if your time and sales doesn't have a predominantly bullish feel to it or look to it. Well, Calc just resumed and then vomited into another halt to the downside. Yeah, well, the thing is with a high liquid stock, reading the tape, don't try reading the tape. Just watch the color on the tape, because it moves when you've got high liquidity on a stock. The tape will move really, really quickly. But also, you watch the level 2 as well. You see how wide the levels are as you approach them, and you'll see them fitting out on the level 2 as well. It's just practice. It's all that is. It's not so much studying as practice. You seem to have a good grasp of the basics there, Calvin. So it's just like practice and putting it into practice. Yeah, we got that pump up from applied UV, but didn't hold. It's a nice 20-cent move as well. But we're now about to test the pre-market high, 228. This is asset entities. Well, there's two ways of doing that, Calvis. Is that you would narrow your goals. Not ideal. So if you're looking at, for example, in here, you're looking at 228 as the high day. That's, let's say, 230 is now your entry. If you enter and it goes up to and you get filled at 234, if you were looking for 10 cents, do you now take profit at 240? Or do you take profit at 244 because that's your 10 cents, or is it 10 cents off what your original entry point should have been? I look for the move and I adjust my trade accordingly from my entry point. So I'm looking to make 10 cents on my entry, not on what my entry point was. So if I got filled at 234, it's because there was slippage and there's enough volatility on. So now I'll be looking for 245 and get 11 cents. If it starts to kind of top out at 240, then you take a bit of profit, and then you get out at break even when it pulls back to 2, or for a small loss at 230, whatever. Wet G testing $18 again. Well, green's green, I guess. It'd be nice to have locked in a couple of $100 today, but kind of struggling to find good setups right now. I'm effectively trading the small account about a tenth of the size that I'm trading the main account. So realistically, I should be looking for $600 a day, but you know, I don't have the luxury of being able to trade the higher price stocks. When you've got a larger account, you have a lot more to trade. It's that simple. Yeah, I'm not overly enamored with the price action on. What's going on with you? Oh, that's why. You just halted still. It's a 10-minute halt. So what? Gee, we trade group. Yeah, $18 is proving a bit of a bind. Give or take. There we go. It's finally broke out above $18. It didn't last though. What's the low of this red candle here? That's 1835. So candle needs to close above 1835. Fill that gap. Yeah, absolutely, Gregster. It is. The 10-minute halt. Actually, on that, just on that, it's a 10-minute halt. When is it? What's it looking at resuming at? 686. Ooh, look at it gapping down to here. So this gap up, it's looking to effectively fill this gap. And the high of this candle here, this green candle, when it halted was 681. It's looking at a 686 resumption, so it's going to gap down to this level here. So this is Healthy Medica looking a bit weak. You know what? I'm going to wrap it up for a little while. I'll come back later and see if I can make that other $100 back on the small account. I'll say back. I'm already, as you see, $117 so far on the small account. Way over goal on the main account. So just across, just on the main account, we've played the drawdown from last week. So we're back at the highs. We're effectively 2 months ahead on the year, which you know, if I was at this stage last year at this stage, I'd come off a terrible month in May and found that I was having a good month in June, but I was still behind on the year. So I was behind on the year up until probably that final month, I think. Difficult. So look, I'm going to be back at it tomorrow, guys. Take it easy with the FOMC meetings. Take it easy with the rate hike. So rate hike data comes out at 2 p.m. FOMC meeting at 2:30. My voice is cracking up now. So just be careful, guys. Okay. And in the meantime, I'll see you again an hour before the market opens tomorrow, 8:30. See you there, or be square.